Hello and welcome to Awesome Healthy. I'm with Dan McDonald, the Life Regenerator. Yoo-hoo! Welcome Dan, thank you very much for coming to share all this high vibrational information with us. And we're going to talk about food as a tool to grow, evolutionary. So diet is evolutionary tool. I know that many people are aware about spiritual matters, that we are not just our physical selves and everything represents energy as well as food. So can you just tell us how is it that food contains vibrations and how is it that the vibrations of food can help us with our evolution and rising our vibrations?
Well, fruit generally in nature does tend to vibrate the highest. You can tell by its color, water content, mineral vibrations, and what I've found with the fruit is that it actually generally vibrates higher than a human organism. So each time that you eat these living foods off the trees that are in season and locally grown, as fresh as you can get them, they're really vibrating with a lot of life force energy. In certain scientific circles they're called units of angstroms, energy. And the fruits tend to vibrate much higher than many other of the different types of foods, fruits and vegetables being below that. And then the list goes on and on down to like meat, where there's just no living life force atomic energy. There are calories and proteins, but those are more on the gross level. What we're looking for is vibrational units of energy to help us to, as we feed ourselves as a living being, we're actually feeding an inner energy field or a template of light. And we want to feed our soul or spirit, if you will, with these living foods, so that we're always, whenever we eat, we actually add energy to the living organism. And that in turn, it can be challenging for people, because what that does is it forces lower energy patterns within the aura to be sort of brought forth as a desire to eliminate it and release it, guilt, fear, shame, etc. And so as you eat more of these loving foods from nature, those higher energies push out the lower energies and expand the more beneficial fields of energy or qualities, which on a gross level is water, minerals, enzymes, etc., so that the body functions well. But at the same time, there's also very much a high karmic vibration that allows one to continue to grow and evolve spiritually as well through the subtle qualities of the food expanding the mind. So fruit is very elevating, so that you see life from a much higher, broader perspective when the mind is expanded through fruit and the blood flow is more towards the frontal lobe, as opposed to some of the more animal products bringing the blood flow to the back of the brain, as well as drugs and violence, etc. Stimulating the animal brain, we're really trying to bring the blood to the frontal lobe, as well as expand the mind with the most easily digestible foods, because when people eat heavier foods, they are spending so much of their metabolic energy or life force energy digesting heavier foods. Most of their life is spent digesting instead of actually evolving spiritually and energetically as beings of light.
Thank you very much, and I think you've answered it. Basically, if you want to raise your vibrations, eat a good diet of fruits, eat high vibrational foods. And I hope that you benefited from this information. And please carry on with your evolution, up spiral evolution.